here. And if we now refresh it again,
Fine.
maybe it takes some time. So you remember we have the setting that it's automatically released. So that means we have to wait some time. Remember, we have the delay time for the alarms of 90 seconds. So that means we at least have to wait 90 seconds until the batch can be released. But we will just refresh it until it's released to show you the difference in the status of this batch. Maybe while we are waiting for that, we can go back to the PIM. We can also do this from WinCC. If you go back to WinCC or to the PIM server, for example, and then we can open the data view from PIM quality. And if we open that one, remember the data view is just a standalone application to have a look at the batch list or the trends of the batches. And if you open the data view, you will always get this window here to select the database. If you do not change anything and just click on OK, then you will open the current runtime database of PIM quality. So that means the current database inside of the PIM quality project, which contains then the current batches inside of the project. And we'll do that. So we click on OK, and then it's loading, and then we get the same information we have inside of the WinCC runtime. So you see the batch table control is the same thing as we can see here in the data view, and we can see now that the batch has another status. So you see in the background, I did not have refreshed the batch table control in the WinCC runtime. So we see still the white icon here, and the data view is refreshed because I have opened it a little bit later, and you see now that the icon is changed to green. And the green icon means that this batch is released. You can also see this in the batch status. So we see it's released, and we can see some other information here too. So we see the recipe name, the recipe version. Remember, this was the batch description, so some further information about the header data of this batch. We see on which production unit we have created it, and in this case here we see the start time in UTC, and we can change that one if we want to. So if we are in the data view and click on this icon here on this button, we can open the properties of the batch table control, and here you can find all of the columns which are available and which you can then decide if you want to have them visible or not. So similar thing as you can do for the job view in PIM control. I will hide that one here and click on OK. So I do not want to see the time in UTC. Okay, so now we have a batch, we have recorded some data inside of this batch, and now maybe we want to display this data. So if we now do a right click, you see that we can print something, export the information, we can show report, we can delete that one. If we now click on show report, you will see we get an error message with the information no layouts available. That means we do not have prepared any report layout, which can